9,
10.
Yes. What y'all want to act like is some...
What was?
I'm trying to get the speaker ready. Yes.
Oh, what's up?
Hi. All right. Energetic. Woo!
Hello.
Thursday.
Welcome to another episode of Around the Way Curls.
Yeah.
How's it going, Internet?
Oh, you know, I'm living the dream, baby.
What's going on with you, man?
Well, I actually have a bone to pick with you. I'll start. A while back, you recommended a show. You were all hype boots about it. You were hype. And that show was The Walking Dead. And I was in here one day doing my work. Didn't have a lot of meetings. I had a lot of busy work to do. And I thought, let me turn that shit on. And I turned it on. And when I tell you I hated it, I hated it.
What?
I hated it. I hated it.
Who hates The Walking Dead?
I hated it. Initially, I was just like, I don't care about these people.
What?
I don't like the main character. He seems like a bit of a know-it-all. He was making decisions that I hated. I was just like, yo, you are annoying. I was kind of aligned with Shane a little bit. Like, bro, you got just get it done. You're just trying to be too goddamn good, and it's really frustrating me. And then he came through and just like wanted to take over and was the leader all of a sudden. I was like, well, how you do that? Because you was gone and they had some shit established and now you getting people killed. I didn't like the way the zombies moved. They were very slow moving. And I guess that helps the
zombies?
people. Yeah, I like to see, like, I like Game of Thrones where like the walkers was running, you know, like they was with shit.
Interesting. I hate those zombies.
Oh, I liked it. But you know what? I don't want to go on and on about the damn Walking Dead, but finally I got swept up in it. It wasn't one of those things where I cared about the characters right away at all. It was just like, all right. And then it just felt like every episode they're getting themselves in more and more trouble.
Girl, you ain't
and
seen
unnecessarily.
Mm.
Oh, no, I have. I'm on season fucking 4 already. I just letting this shit play in the background. And now I'm so anxious that I actually scroll through the episode to see what happens first, and then I'll watch it. It's ridiculous. I will scroll and be like, oh, damn, they died. Oh, okay. I'm at the point now where I'm ruining it. I know.
What is wrong with you?
Do you want to know why? Are you ready? I went to go move the car the other day, and there were people in the street. I was like, walkers. And I said, you lost your fucking mind. I was legit walking down the street with my head on a swivel, like walker, like nuts.
Oh my
and then I started to have dreams about it.
Okay, turn the show off.
I can't because I'm watching it before bed because that's the time that I can watch it. I've downloaded episodes on my phone to watch on the train on the way to work. Now, when I watch on the phone, I can't really easily scroll through to check and peek what happened. So that's just stressing me out. But I have to say,
where are you? Because
I've met the governor. Okay. The governor got some weird shit going on. Our black queen, who always is fucking somebody up in whatever show or movie she's in. I don't know that queen's name, but I love her. Wakanda forever. But she doesn't trust him. One of our matriarchs has passed on. And now we need some goddamn baby formula, child. And they running around trying to find it. They in a jail. There's a lot of shit going on. Our brother died.
A lot of shit going on. Guaranteed. Walking Dead, a lot of shit going to be going. Girl, and you started Breaking Bad.
Wait, let me finish. One thing at a time. The point of me saying this is that I realized in last episode we talked about the chaos that's starting to ensue in these cities where people might burn it down soon. And what I'm realizing is if all of our structures burn down and it's chaos, I'm dead serious. I don't know how to start a fire. I don't know how to hunt my food.
Oh, you just realized it?
No, like
you're just realizing 2028 COVID.
Shanti, I was YouTubing how to start a fire. I know how much friction I need with the dry hay or leaves or whatever.
Different child.
And then the rocks, much harder to make the spark. But I don't know how to siphon gasoline from another car into my vehicle. You damn sure, you better know that I'm going to YouTube it. And the cops might come to my door like, why are you YouTubing all this end of the world stuff? And I'm like, because I'm watching The Walking Dead. And anything could happen. Anything could happen.
The fact that COVID didn't incite this type of terror in you, and
it didn't, because I was in the house. Let me tell you, I was in the house.
Is wild to me.
You don't know COVID did? COVID was like, I gotta be more clean. I gotta wash my hands. I gotta wear my mask. I can't trust people. COVID, I was afraid of the air. And COVID, I was like, I just gotta stay in the house. And I was working for the most part. So I was like, still occupied. Baby, this shit got me stressed to the point of, I think I've changed. I'm Googling places to go to learn this stuff.
We need to know the basic things for first aid. And we need a backpack. You need a bag. You need a go bag. You need a to-go bag that has everything that you need. It needs...
What's in that bag? A knife?
A knife, fire, clothing.
Bitch, did you just say fire?
No, excuse me. Lighters or matches or some type of...
But that doesn't last you. They've been out there for years.
If you get yourself a to-go bag and you ain't got a lighter and matches in there, you done failed. Or you just put some rocks and twigs in there, nigga. Then
I get it. But you have to... My point is you have to have the skill. You have to have the skill.
All right.
You need whatever the tools are to siphon things. I don't know what they are. I didn't finish the Google.
You need a lot of shit. And none of us have the to-go bag. And none of us have at least 3 months worth of food and water stored either. So
no, I'm more so, my bag would consist of all the tools I need to sustain myself for when I don't have any of that shit.
You need a gun. You want to be for real? You need a gun.
Also, that's my beef with The Walking Dead. They have a limited supply, endless supply rather, of fucking ammo.
Yeah, which is
these guns never run out. I'm like, bro, you shot that handgun about 50 times already. I ain't seen you reload or nothing. It's tricky. But I don't even want a gun. I want like a bow and arrow. But you need arrows. So, but I could learn how to make arrows out of. That's what I'm saying.
I think if this were to collapse, we would have what we. I don't know if we would have to go all the way back to that, Anson. I think similar to Walking Dead, there's supplies and things around as well.
You just got arrows readily available. No, girl, we got to know how to make the arrows.
Okay.
I'm dead. Why are you? You're laughing at me, but I think you're nuts. That's the craziest part. I think
I just need to know how to handle a wound, child. What happens if somebody breaks their arm, baby? What happens if there's a gunshot wound? What do you do?
That is so important.
It is. They have classes for it. They have those classes.
Where are the outward bound classes for the adults?
I need to
know. I want it.
You'll go look, because there's lots of end of worlders, apocalypters that got that shit on lock. And I need basic self-defense. Yeah, like...
Can I fight? Can I fight a walker? Really do you think that I could fight a walker?
I don't know if you could fight a walker efficiently. I think you could do it, but I don't know if it's like efficient. Like I know where to hit you.
I would waste a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to the head. Walking Dead taught me brain. Boom. We not no body shots.
The barn scene.
When she came out that bar, I said she fucked up. I said, damn. But I knew she was gone,
that
girl.
Hurt me. I said, damn.
But you know what's crazy? I ruined that for myself because that was one of them that I scrolled forward. I said, I'm stressed.
Well, Antoinette, you need to stop. I didn't
scroll the jail one forward though.
There's a scene, girl, where
botched C-section. I said, girl, that is not how you do it. Like I knew. What's going on with this governor? What's wrong with him, yo?
Girl.
He ain't right.
Girl. All I know is season 7, you better not scroll
I don't know if I'm going to get that far, if I'm being honest. I just don't know if I can watch a show that perpetually, the circumstances just keep getting worse and worse.
Nah, nigga, they survive. Okay, child. And then they ain't got child. It ain't even like the, what's his name? Will Smith, where they have some fucking antidote somewhere. They'll never talk about no antidote yet. Joe.
All right, but wait.
Loved it.
All right. Last question. How do you know what water is safe to drink? Do you know?
No.
That's what I'm saying. We're not ready.
All I need is 3 months. No, we're not. We're in deep trouble.
If North Korea decides to come over here, that's what I'm saying.
You in New York?
I'm gone. The whole point is you gotta be in the woods somewhere.
Exactly.
You're not gonna make it in the city. It's too many ducky spots.
You're going. There's too many motherfuckers. They bombing that shit too. If anything going down,
they probably gonna bomb it. They would bomb Manhattan. I don't know if they bomb it, but they probably would bomb.
They're gonna bomb everything. It's gonna be hell. The bridge is over.
I might swim to the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Because I ain't seen them zombies swim yet.
Good point. Why them niggas?
But how am I gonna survive there? Where's the food?
Just in the boat somewhere.
See? Because we're not ready. See, and I think about I'll shut up, but because I'm into politics, I think about and I see other countries where we talk about zombies right now, which is ridiculous, but imagine Ukraine when their lives just changed. Who was ready?
I'm shocked that you think of this now.
What you mean? I think about that war kind of stuff all the time. I'm not well. I think about if somebody came, especially in New York, if somebody came over here, this is the target. So it's am I ready? What would I do? You fuck your phone. Your phone ain't going to stay charged. What do? We gotta be ready. Maybe I'm fear mongering. Next. How are you?
I don't have much to say. I just want to make a public apology to the general category of biracial black men out there. I said that I'm normally not attracted to all of you, and I take that back. That's not true. I'm just not attracted to American biracial men. So shout out to all the mulatto men of the diaspora.
Wait, not you apologizing is still shading the biracial men of America.
It is, y'all. I'm not interested in y'all. But
my God.
In the UK, with anywhere else, pull up on me.
Girl, this apology sucked. I'm going to start rating your apologies like Rachel does. That was terrible.
I might love you. We could be together. So, that's it.
You still haven't revealed your tattoos?
No. I wait till they're healed.
Oh, they're not healed yet? You gotta take some, you need an antidote.
I need an antidote?
Yeah, you said the last episode your body was...
days for a tattoo to heal.
How many?
A long time. It takes 4 to 6 days for a tattoo to heal.
Oh, I thought you said 40. It hasn't been 4 days yet?
No.
I'm sorry. I can't wait for you to... They're so pretty. Y'all, they're so pretty. I'm so hyped. Yes, girl, I can't wait for you to... But my thing is, how are you going to post them? You gotta have a fly...
People got mind in business. That's the thing.
Oh, no.
I did not have I did no incentive for great reveals. If you
they're
see them in the picture,
so pretty, Shanti. I showed Black.
Yeah.
He was like, that is gorgeous. He loved it.
Really?
He loved it. He did. He said, that is so dope. That is so dope. He did. I'm not lying to you. He thought they were just stunning. And that's an artist.
And that's a motherfucking artist right there.
Anyway.
Shout out to Black.
All right, well. You're what?
I was about to say my nigga Black. But then I said that was unnecessary.
All right, y'all. Moving right along. Listen, we have some voicemails. Someone did write and say, why y'all not saying what the number is to call anymore? And I just figured y'all would look on the description. But if not, please call 215-948-2780. That's 215-948-2780. I think I said that recently. But we'll get right into them because we have a main topic that I'd really like to discuss.
Do you? Because the way you responded to this, so our last episode, I'm kind of scared.
It's not going to work. It's going to be terrible.
I said, she ain't going to like this.
I can't find the thing. Give me a second. This gives me more stress than the zombies because I'm just looking in a sea of numbers.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
This is awful. This is 6, 7. They call back. That's why they're confusing me. Oh, here it is. I'm being dumb. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Please work. Please work. Fuck. You just heard it play through these. You just heard it play through the fucking speaker, and then it just disconnects. And it says it's connected. So weird. All right. Let me disconnect it again. I just don't get it. It literally says connect. Connected. So how do I disconnect it? I'm sorry. Never goes smoothly. Okay, connected. Ready?
Yes.
Hi, this is E. I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. I love the show. I am calling about episode 292. Where Antoinette asked Sonny, would she let a Republican fondle her boobs? And it made me think about a time I actually let a Republican fondle my boobs. But in my defense, which is why I agree with her, is because you don't know until something happens. And so initially, I didn't know how he felt one way or the other. And the more our little arrangement became more social and we started to get to know each other, I found out how he felt. And I think I did it 2 more times, but I couldn't handle it. He was very pro-Trump, saying outlandish stuff like, if a woman gets raped, 9 times out of 10, it's her fault. And I'm just like, whoa, okay, can't do this no more. Nah, this ain't gonna work. I don't care how good he is. This is just not gonna work. So I really believe that there's a way you can be in a situation with a Republican and not know it because y'all haven't socialized enough to know all the details and fun jazz that they are, up Trump's ass. But yeah, thought that was funny. Felt like sharing. Love the show. Bye.
Listen, I think this is why so many of my first dates end there. Or I'm asking that. Like, I know.
Asking what?
I know the politics of the people that I sleep with. I'm sorry, I do. Like, or that I've slept with. Even the people that I'm there. Let me handle it. I don't want to put my, but I don't know if this is in there. But people who I maybe am not dating or weren't dating, because I'm not dating anybody, but who I ended up being physical with in one way or the other. I knew their politics. So I think that I'm having conversations that maybe don't belong in like booty call land. But I'm like, well, this is part of what turns me on. How liberal are you? I think that's like, is it me? Like
I don't know. I don't know what kind of conversations you're having.
Do you know do you know like where people politically stand that you sleep with before you sleep with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
For the most part. Maybe when I was younger I got a little tricked up. And also I think what people say, at face value or respond to is very different from when you're talking with them and you're actually interrogating how they really feel about things. I think it often is different.
I'm talking about drastic, politics in like, there. Not like a I'm just conservative, but like pro-Trump. This guy sounds horrible. He sounds awful.
You sound like a lot of men. You sound like a man more than he sounds like a Republican to me.
Damn. That is crazy. She said he sound like a man. All right. Wow. Is this where we're at? For real, I need to know.
From what she just said,
fuck.
That sounds like a more sexist than it is.
No, she said he was pro-Trump, but then she followed up with the 9 times out of 10. But you know what? You just set a bar because guess what? There probably are. But again, I would know that. I would hope. I'm trying to think about the people that I've been intimate with, and I'm pretty sure I know. No, they wouldn't say that.
No, I bet.
For real? Who you think? Text me.
I know someone very, very well that maybe not a pro-Trump, but tricky.
God.
Tricky politics.
No, he's just, he be bullshit. He's more a jerk when it comes to money, but not when a woman's raped is her fault.
No, you're right. I know. I apologize.
Yeah, like he's just a greedy capitalist.
I know some things. Maybe that's a very black, but some of this stuff get a little bit.
Are you kidding?
Get a little.
Shout out to you. You know who you are. He would never see. You're right. It can happen because he would never say that in front of me. And if he did, I probably thought he was playing. Like, stop trying to antagonize me. Ha ha ha.
Be playing a little bit, but they'll still be like,
oh God, don't upset me. I'm gonna text him and be like, "Are you a Republican?
No.
Are you an undercover Republican? I need to know."
Republican,
no. Interesting. All right, next up.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. My name is Caroline. I'm calling again. So I called before when I was a little too high, so it was a ramble, but I'm ready now. It's the thing. So here we go. I just wanted to say I truly enjoyed your episode, Internet, with Jada Ball J and Hey Friend Hey, where you guys talked about beauty. I realized that for me, myself, I'm obsessed with beauty because I had a vision for my life in a certain age that I wanted to check things off. And now that I realize that I'm behind on that list, either, almost 10 to 15 years behind, come on, repressed Catholic West Indian upbringing, thank you. I'm finding myself trying to look 10 to 15 years younger so that when I've acquired enough of the life to have those experiences, or when I finally check those things off, it's a wash because I don't look the age that is actually taking place. So it's like if I get my husband or get my family at 45, 55, it doesn't matter because I don't look 55. I look 45, 35, 47, whatever. And so I just wanted to say that I relate to that, and I really appreciate that you guys kind of verbalize that fear and help me find the verbiage to what was going on for me. I'm not sure if it changes anything too much, but at least I'm aware. So now we can be mindful. Well, that's it. Oh, it's the thing. Come on now. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Yes, the thing.
Yes. She said her name was Caroline, right? I want to say her Caroline. Caroline called a couple times, and she said that she was 28 on one of the calls. And so now I'm putting this together where she's saying she's trying to look 10 to 15 years younger so that somehow it doesn't matter if she gets her husband or her family late in life because she'll look 10 to 15 years younger. This is part of what I was talking about on the last episode. We got to reject that. We have to work to, do we hear that? That is an unfair burden on us. And I know that we were talking about aging and listen, I'm working so hard to be okay with me and to be grateful for my body, for my wrinkles, for my laugh lines, all the things, because it just means that I'm here. I'm still here kicking. But this stock thing that we have of my stock, my value and my stock is dependent on how the male gaze receives me. or anyone's gaze receives me is what we're taught. It's how folks make money off of us. It's killing us. It really is. And it's so hard to fight it. And it's a real thing. But it's dangerous. It's dangerous for us. And I don't know how to unlearn it. Like, it's fine for us to say that, like, it's a thing, but I just don't want us to say for me, I don't want to say it's a thing and have people think like, oh, it's a thing, without me saying, but we have to unlearn it in order to be okay, or at least be aware of it so we can, like, cope and remind ourselves that, like, we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
To look 10 to 15 years younger? Sure. For vanity purposes. I mean, if I want to look 10 to 15 years younger, I hope it's not so that somebody will choose me. But then I question, like, what other reason? Yeah. Right. Because some people really say, I'm doing this for me. I don't give a fuck about no man. And is that true?
Maybe.
I hope.
It's possible. Absolutely.
Or for Instagram or for whatever. Like, girl, I just like my face and I like the way it looked a little younger. So I'm about to get this tox in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I just wanted to, I worry about it. And I know I teeter on this. I want to be chose. And I'm doing everything in my power I do want to be chosen actively by somebody who values me, not just for how I look and my stock. Okay. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay. The next two.
Hey, my name is Justin from Atlanta. I'm calling about the last episode. Yo, that raised the last episode where Antoinette had old boy cleaning up and rearranging furniture. I don't know if I've ever had it so good where I got up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna clean and dust and mop her whole house and rearrange her furniture. And I'm just sitting there trying to think, what's the craziest thing I've ever done after I got into the middle of it? I really can't remember, but it's hilarious. And Antoinette, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Like, that's what's up. Keep doing that. And I fuck with y'all here.
Yo. All right. First of all, let me dispel it.
Shanti no.
Let me stop. Because you made that funnier than what it was because you equated that to that. And you equated
if
the fact
it was trash, if he didn't have good time with you and chemistry and care about you and feel cared for, but he would not get up and do that.
Also, he could just be a good person, honestly, who again values me, values the fact that I came and got him from the airport. Yes, had a good time, but also he said his mother raised him so that you don't leave somebody's house worse than when you came.
That ain't called for mopping and dishes and rearranging, my nigga.
But maybe he just was like, I want to help her.
But why
does it have to be transactional in that way? Why can't it be, I'm a good person and I want to look out? You know how many times I've gotten trash penis?
I'm grateful.
And loving and still clean somebody's house just based off of, I care about you.
Still, it's a sign of gratuity. Gratefulness.
No, that's a tip. That's like,
but gratuity is
I know,
because of gratitude, right? I always trying to want gratuity is not just the other
I know,
things.
but it just sounds crazy because we came up in the server world. Like, here's your tip.
I don't know, girl. All right, it wasn't because you. It
wasn't just because of that.
I ain't say it was just because of it, but we ain't gonna discount it. Like, damn, we ain't gonna dismiss the possibility. What's the craziest thing I've done?
Been in a relationship with somebody. In my mind, I'm like, wife somebody, right? What's the craziest I've done over?
No, I never done nothing for it. It was always attached to love, always for delusion.
Yeah, same. I don't think That's the thing. Like the penis that other people are getting, where it just has them going nuts. I haven't had that yet. I've had lovely times, but it was always based off of how I. No, I'm serious. It was always based off of my delusional love for this person.
No, they got other shit with them. That ain't just dick. That ain't just good dick. Some other shit with them too, child.
Yeah,
it's always some other shit with you now.
All right, last one.
Hey ladies, hope all is well. After listening to your boot cut, Birkenstock, Big Belly Bay episode, the affirmation that has been working for me is the life you want is on the other side of the shit you don't want to do. Go do it. Antoinette, perfectionism and certainty seem to be your Achilles heel. You are not what you do. So with that said, Miss Project Manager, there's no amount of planning, agendas, or preparation that can account for the unknown because life will always be lifing. You seem to acknowledge the good, but you focus on the flaws. Everyone loves you, so take off your mask and relax. FYI, you are your true self when those edibles hit. Tricky. Shanti, you describe yourself as curious and adaptable, but do you believe it? Do you stand in it? If you did, the hesitation you showed with going to CultureCon alone and what to do would not exist. Look at what you've accomplished, and you realize you are capable of more than you give yourself credit for. These motherfuckers really ain't stopping you. The uniqueness of each of you creates the perfect alchemy, which is Around the Way Curls. I hope this is received with love, and you all have a good one.
What a sweet being. You better read us.
She read the shit. Oh, that's a therapist.
I love that. And read it out. She said, let me make sure this shit is timed and concise.
She wrote it. I know she wrote it. Wow.
Who are you talking to?
Hit the nail on the head there. She said, what'd she say? Because this transcription be wrong. She said, you acknowledge the good, but focus on the flaws. Shut up. And she said, I'm my true self when them edibles hit. Girl. And you, that's true. Are you really? I love that. She said, what'd she say? She said, you defined yourself as what now? Curious and what now?
I forgot. Curious and...
That's your affirmation, Shadi.
Curious and courageous?
Something. And adaptable.
We're not going to CultureCon.
Curious. We are going to CultureCon.
I said originally feeling nervous about it.
Listen, you can go to CultureCon on your own and hold it the fuck down. You know that, right?
I guess.
No, that's not the answer.
Sure. Yes.
We got work to do on ourselves.
Slow and steady. And it's always going to be there. And it's always going to be opportunity. You haven't recorded any of this?
No, I have. I'll tell you what just happened later. These people. I'm loved. That's all I got to say. I'm loved. And I'm never going to put anything on Twitter again. Because the way that my friends are just...
Sending you money?
Yes. And I want to cry. I really do.
You better
Come on, let's get... I can't. This is so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable.
Put that in your savings like you said you were going to.
Okay, come on. Let's keep going. Thank you, y'all, for calling. And that last message specifically, that was a bar. Heard you. All right, let's get into this annoying ass. All right, let's take a break before we get into whatever you have planned is about to trigger me before bed.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Boop. Why does she do that?
Let them send you money. Rain down on me. Let your love. Because it ain't nothing to them. Because they got it.
My family reading my text after I die. Come get your juice. This popped up while I was looking at reels. I don't know what she talking about. She meant to text me? Because I... Oh... right, go ahead.
And we're back. When I was looking for shit to talk about, I saved an article. We don't know if this is true or not, Joe. Probably not true, or it could be. Who knows? But it was an article talking about how Venus Williams is still a virgin. And she's 41 years old and still a virgin. And so
it appears to be true.
Huh?
It appears to be true. I just Googled it.
I don't know. If you Google a little bit more, it gets tricky. That's like 2022 or some shit, or 21. It gets tricky.
Okay.
But as we all know, virginity, especially for women, holding their virginity, their chastity, is often an act of self-regard in order for them to find commitment or find the partner. It's like a withholding or like a safety thing. I'm not going to get mixed up. I'm not going to get involved with somebody that isn't worth my time or my body. Sometimes it's more often than not, it's centered in religious beliefs, which is around, again, your body is a space of worth, and you want to share it with somebody that really values you, and oftentimes that proof is in marriage, long-term commitment. So I also saved this other YouTube social media clip, and it's about how to not date jerks and jerkettes. And it is grounded in a theory from Van Epp, and he created the ROM attachment method and the relationship attachment method. Now, in doing deeper research into this is also deeply rooted in Christianity. Nonetheless, I find some parts of it to be valuable. And so in the ROM attachment method, he has a diagram. And think of these different categories, and they are measured like you would a volume lever. So they can go up and down. And so if you Google R.AM relationship attachment method, you'll see it.
It looks like is it method or model? I want people to be able to Google it.
Model.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. There's 5 different values for building a relationship that he's come up with. The first one is know. The second one is trust. The third one is rely. The fourth one is commit. And the fifth one is touch. And so what he is offering is that there is a way, and that people should be measuring the qualities of their relationship by basically moving these dials up and down to reflect, one, the kind of relationship that you want to have, or kind of do an audit of the relationship that you have. And because it's based in Christianity, it goes without saying that all of the levers need to be at a very high or an even place. For instance, in order to get touch, which is the last thing that they recommend happen in a relationship, your commitment, their ability to rely on this person, your trust of this person, and what you know of this person should all be about the same. And in an article, he said that he's a therapist, after years of studying his therapy patients, he realized that people were moving through the stages of romantic love in the wrong order. And he found that people were trusting another person. They had this high level of trust for this person, high level of touch for this person when they had to do an audit of their relationship, but very low levels of knowing a person. They don't rely on this person. They don't have any actual commitment with this person. And so this past episode, and just in the ethos of, public conversation. We're talking about putting ourselves and finding, let's just go back to Ebony, this idea of, maybe she's not a good example. I won't go back to Ebony. Let's use Venus as an example of, before you can touch me, you have to commit, rely, trust, know, yada, yada, yada. And that these are measurables in the relationship that we should all be taking stake in. And we will get what we want, and we will rule out what we don't want if we truly gauge this model is what he's promising us. And so I'm sitting with this. And of course, you know, I have a lot of critiques about it. But I think the ultimate question is there a logic to love that we should be following that we haven't followed in the past? Is there a value in putting this kind of logic and these measurables into the type of quality relationships that we want? And this could even be applied to more than just romantic relationships. This could be friendships. This could be your relationship with your child. Your child can be somebody that is learning about these different categories and nuances in a healthy relationship, and figuring out how they can advocate for that for themselves or bring language to it for themselves. So I sit with it, and I think a lot of good is in it, but I also have been reflecting on my own ways that I've been really measuring my relationships. And it kind of took me aback because I think I have a really good gauge on people, and I think I get to know people very well. In romantic partnerships, I'll just use an example. Like I never feel like I get involved physically with a person that I don't know very well. And in some ways, I feel like that has helped with heartache or some confusion. But I've never really measured or was aware of the reliance part, for me, it's the reliance part that I've never been like, oh, that's something that you can measure. And he's offering if you go through this program or if you become aware of this model, it's like, okay, I'm somebody that wants to have, you know, a reliance and commitment before I have sex with this person or whatever the case may be. And to actually create situations in which this person, you have to rely on this person and you measure to see if they show up in this way. Which is, it's like a game. It's like, I don't understand it, but I also am like, had I really been measuring these different qualities of my relationship, and I would see that, wow, my reliance is super, super low and it's been this way for a very long time, would that have saved me a lot of heartache or quickened a change in the relationship a lot earlier? So do you understand that the concept in the first place, or
I think so.
Not very clear?
No, I think it was.
Do you think that there is a logic to love that if we know what we want, or we know the kind of quality relationship that we have, that we are then measuring it, and it can be measured? And it should be measured?
I think that, let me ask you something. Commit to what? There's just so many questions. Like, is there a logic to love?
I think it's important for you to know that. It's like, what are your definitions of know, trust, rely, commit, touch?
That part. That's
yours. Yeah.
I don't know that there's a universal definition of that, of all of these things. Know, touch, rely, commit. trust. Because as soon as you were saying it, I remember I thought I wrote down commit to what? To what is the commitment? Because depending on what I'm looking for in that moment, give you an example. The gentleman that was here doesn't live here. Mm-hmm. Great person. Not the first time we've engaged with one another, but there is respect. There is fun. There is curiosity, play. So do I know them completely through and through? No. I know enough that I trust that there will be respect. I trust that if he is in town and I call him, I can rely on him. And that he is committed to keeping me sexually safe and emotionally safe.
Word.
While we're together. And that I like his touch. Boom. Mm-hmm. Relationship attachment model complete. You know?
It is, yeah. And you know what the quality of your relationship is with him, and you're fine with it. And you're like, boom, this makes sense. Absolutely.
In this, as it stands now, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, help me.
But let's talk about a different relationship that you're looking for, a long-term relationship that you're looking for. Mm-hmm. What then? How are you measuring it then? What is generally in your past, let's say, what is generally high and low on your meters there that you think can be manipulated or you can fuck around with to see like, I actually don't have a way of measuring trust. I often end up feeling like, I'm committed to somebody that I don't even know if I can really rely on, or I'm committed to somebody that I don't know that well, or I'm touching somebody that I know I can't rely on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know if I've been. I don't know. Let me think.
Do you think this is
for my relationships, for the most part, when I look back, my committed relationships, not ones where like, where, me, there's always some ambiguity and confusion for, not always, but often. But when I think about my committed relationship, I knew this stuff, or I thought I did, and I ignored it. Or I got blindsided, but like, I thought I knew the person. I thought I could trust the person. I could rely on them, not to keep me safe, but I could rely on them in case of emergency. I thought they were committed, and so they were allowed to touch me. And then when I knew that I didn't have all those things, I didn't know them as well as I thought, I couldn't trust them. So I couldn't really rely on them, and they weren't super committed. I ignored it.
Tricky.
So
we'll see.
Here we are.
I
mean, I don't think that I don't think this model is a bad thing. I'm not rejecting it. I just, and I don't think it's manipulative. I think it depends on what you're looking for. I'm sitting with a single woman. Language, open to companionship, to a committed relationship. I don't know if I'm dating people though. It's interesting. The last episode you said we need to go into things with clear intention, but I think that puts so much pressure on things. I
didn't say that. I said some people do go into things. Not everybody has.
But if I'm someone who wants a certain outcome, right? So does that mean that like I should go into it with this relationship attachment model in the back of my head and be sizing them up every second of the way?
Is it sizing them up, or are you consciously measuring? Is this what I want? that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is this sizing him up and
what's the
it's based
difference?
on value?
Can you explain the difference to me?
One is like this nigga. Sorry, that doesn't have to be like that. One is like this. I guess it's like this, right? Like you know in the back of your mind that you want to know somebody deeply. You want to trust somebody deeply. You want to rely on them. You want to commit. You want to enjoy their touch. All of those have to be very high. Again, not everybody's model is the same. Some people are like, yo, I'm just trying to fuck and I'm trying to trust this person with my body in this way. I don't need to know them that well. They don't need to help me with nothing else. Yada, yada, yada. But whatever. You're going into it with wanting all of those high and all of them to be correlated pretty much evenly. Right? So you start being in relationship with somebody and you are consciously aware of these different categories in your relationship. So you can really say quite early versus being like, I feel like lots of times we get in relationships and then we're dumbstruck. We're like, oh, if it's good, especially if you're having good sex, it's like you're everything is good. You have on rose-colored glasses and you're not logically really being like, but is this person really revealing and sharing their life with me? When I had this event happen, this person didn't really come or show up. You know, how is this affecting my ability to actually trust them? And where are we? What is this relationship? I know for myself that so many times I'm like, this is great. I like him. He's funny. And then I have these occurrences that happen quite early in the relationship because I'm not measuring them, because I'm not taught to be in practice of being like, all right, what's the actual health and temperament of what's going on in our relationship? I'm not measuring it. So I can't even physically, it's less of me, but like, is this nigga doing this and that and the third, and more like actually what's really going on in my relationship? Although I'm having these rose-colored glasses, like he's really unreliable and he won't open up to me. I don't know him really well. Is this what I want? This isn't what I want. And I know it, and I've seen it so many times, and it's clear to me. I have to stop, or something has to change. And I feel like I want to even share this with Jolie. Boy, oh boy.
But this is with friendship too. You can share it now.
With friendships,
I'm looking at this for us, and I'm like, I don't. Finish your statement. You're going to share with Jolie.
I think that then there's the logic that comes into it. And then there's, when it's logic, like, yo, this isn't working. This isn't what this person want. I'm not getting what I want. Then it speeds up the possibility of change. It speeds up the hard conversations that could be happening. And it could lead to like transformation and like, oh yeah, you know, it could deepen the intimacy if you're honest about these things with the other person. Or you could be like, I'm gone. Like, I did this. I don't actually think you're the person for me. I'm looking for this. I've measured this out. I'm being logic. This is logical. This is what I want. You ain't got it, bro.
Let me ask you something.
Bye.
Do you think I do this?
No.
I don't know. I don't do this.
No, I don't think. No. No, okay. I think you trust very easily.
Yeah. I trust people off the jump until you show me that I can't trust you.
I think you trust them very easily.
But you don't trust nobody.
Huh?
You don't trust nobody. So
and I don't trust nobody.
There's a middle ground. I'm sure you do think I trust people. I do. People have a clean slate until they don't with me. Yeah.
You know, I think you commit. You're ready to commit before you really know the person well enough. I think I commit before I really trust somebody and rely on them. And then touch everybody fucking immediately. So we all just pause. which then clouds a lot of your judgment. Does it? Is that true?
Yeah, come on. I think so. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that people. No, I'm not sitting here saying that. I think you just have to be really clear about what you want out of. I think I've gotten better at that a little bit, getting clear about what I want from a person, and don't try to force it into something that it's absolutely not. I think you looking at me a little crazy.
Say it again. Say what you said again.
I think I've gotten better at, when it comes to the touch thing, being like, all right, well, I either know what this is or I don't. Like I'm clear about what I want versus what. I'm not sitting here trying to make a relationship up anymore in my head because we touched each other.
Yeah.
To know someone. I don't know how many people. It's interesting. I don't know how many people.
Excuse me.
I'm about to get existential. Know themselves enough for me to know them. This is weird.
I think it's about revealing. I mean, I think there's people out there that trust somebody very quickly without having enough circumstances to know how this person moves. Yeah, of course. But like, you can know, like, oh, this person doesn't value this, or this person.
Yeah.
There's ways in which that I think we can all measure and be a little bit more logical around, especially women, especially when we are conditioned to commit, which is a part of the getting chose thing. Like, I'm going to show up for this nigga. I'm going to do everything I got to do without really knowing what's the flavor of the relationship. And maybe
and if you want to commit to that person.
Some people don't.
Exactly. No. I'm saying sometimes we commit because of that conditioning. And we turn up like, wait a minute, I don't even want to be committed to you.
What?
You're not even what I really want.
No, I don't even.
How does a date go? That's my last question. Or not a date. How does the pursuing go then? How does the unraveling and the getting, so you get to know somebody, huh? Foreign concept. What does that look like? What does it look like?
You date them, you put yourself in different situations with them, you offer possibilities for this stuff to be revealed, which it inevitably does, right? Like, this shit is revealed to us within 3 months of dating. How much you can know, trust, rely, whether you want to commit, if you like this person's touch, if you know that real fast. But again, are we going to take off the rose-colored glasses, or are we really going to sit here and be qualitative about our relationships? Like, what is the quality of this relationship for real?
Why do I think I do this? That's why I'm upset with myself. Why do I think I actually am looking at the quality of my relationships with people? I know that I'm not, because I see your face.
I know people that I'm like, girl, do you even like this nigga? And you're like, I don't know. But
text me who.
Girl.
No, I need to understand. Why do I think I do this? Why do I think I can't
you're
say
a Libra,
it?
You're not well. You can't help yourself.
Yeah, like, what? I'm not doing this.
We don't do it in our relationships either.
Let's do it with each other. Do you know me?
Yes.
I'll be honest. I don't think I know a lot about you. Yeah. You don't share it. I know our interactions and I can decipher things, but you are so pathologically secretive that it is.
Who am I hiding from?
Girl.
But I
think it's not that I don't know you. There's certain things absolutely I know about you, right? I know your love, right? I think I do, but maybe I'm not. But I think the quality of how much I know you, or how
Available.
how vulnerable and
yeah.
available.
Yeah.
You know, I find stuff out months, sometimes fucking years later, and I'm like, what? And it does hurt me, and I have said to Amanda, it makes me feel like we're not as close as I think we are. And I've said to her, if we didn't have the podcast, I don't know that I would know anything about her, besides that she's a good time when we're out.
Ooh.
No, really. And so it does hurt me, because I feel like I'm like arms wide open with you specifically. Here I am, take it, please. And you're like, all right, I'll take it, but I'm guarding myself still.
And I've been sitting with this. I've been sitting with how many of my relationships are like that, and how if my mothering is like that as well. So it's not just you; it's the biggest. It's everybody. Mama marijuana. I sat with it, and I'm like, why? What is that all about? What
can you trust me? You're not going to hurt my feelings. You don't have to.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I don't know how to trust you with the most. Yeah, I guess not. There's a certain level of trust that I don't have. And that's not because of you. It's because of...
It could be, and that's okay if
my
it is.
Own, my own. It's not a low trust. It's not a low trust, but I think that's my biggest thing right there.
I don't think that you trust me. I think you trust me with certain things. I think you trust me to be responsible, but not necessarily like responsible with stuff and like actionable items for the podcast. And like I could babysit your kid, but you need to check in. But like not with, again, that whatever that is in you that you don't reveal. Like your most vulnerable parts. I think.
But although you have seen them, although you have seen vulnerable parts, it's tricky.
I've seen, I've seen vulnerable parts definitely, but when you work through it alone. You share that you're there, and then you come out and you're back. You don't work through it. You don't take people.
Either, girl.
For real? I think I do. I really do.
You share, but also there is a. I want to talk about it. I can't do this thing. I
don't want to talk about it, or I don't want to talk about it right now, because I talk about the stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Anyway,
I can't do it right now.
this is out of therapy.
No,
I know exactly where it comes.
Really
I know where my thing, where that does. I just don't. I'm just not in practice of doing that, and I know
you doing it right now. You shutting it down.
I know that with my mom, the way that I was raised was somebody that was very like, let me tell you what's going on with me. Oh God, not these high thoughts coming through. I don't, in fact, know how to be in a relationship. Meaning, I know how to be with other people. I know how to receive other people. I know how to listen. I don't know how to come forward in relationship, because that's not the relationships that I had growing up. It was just like, there wasn't a what's going on, or I was just never in practice of being like, hey, this thing happened. Yeah. So yeah, it's not my reaction to be like, girl, this thing just happened to me. let me tell you what happened. I'm just not used to emoting in that way, and I don't do it. I just don't do it. And so in a way, the relationship is empty in a way. There's just some way that I don't know how to like, boom, be in relationship.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it today of how that affects even my relationship with Jolie, you know? Because it's not just you or partnerships, it's all my relationships have this seasoning to it.
Yeah.
Child.
I think that for me, when it comes to trust with you, I think I can trust you with certain things. I think I can trust you with carrying my secrets, or being like a safe space, you know, for me to fall apart, definitely. And and trust that you're going to give me some sort of sound advice or questions to ask you don't offer a lot of advice. You offer a lot of questions for me to ask myself. When it comes to like protection, that's where I'm like, I don't know. All the time. Like I don't know that I look to you for that.
Yeah.
Because it's just not, I don't think that you're not going to just leave me out to dry, but there's just certain things that I'm like, certain ways that I would want you to show up. Can you rely on me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I can rely on you.
Yeah. We committed. We in this bitch, so.
I feel committed as fuck. We committed. We don't even. I don't know you, bitch, and I'm committed.
No.
I'm committed to breaking that wall down.
And I think, yeah, true.
We go together.
We go together real
taxes
good.
Together, girl. We go together.
Yeah.
This is good. And then our touch. You know how I do.
So that's very affectionate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to work on the know, and we got to work on the trust. And those are the two top things on this. Y'all got to write the know, trust, rely, commit, touch. That's the order. Yeah. So our
things that we have to work on.
They go the opposite direction for us. It's supposed to be.
It's not a supposed.
Oh, it's
depends
not?
on the kind of relationship you want to have, right? It's just you getting a measure and a gauge of saying like, oh, this is the quality that we have.
Well, our shit is like.
Yeah.
No is the lowest, sadly. Damn. How we don't know each other after all this goddamn time we just spent?
I think we do, but there are even the things that you don't know, you know that you don't know them, so.
Right. That. And I know that you know.
And I tell them eventually. It's just later.
The fact that I still don't know your other friends, I don't know why that's such a sticking point with me. It drives me crazy. The fact that you keep us compartmentalized, and I'm just like, how? How do you have a birthday and nobody comes together? You'll celebrate in your very separate groups. It's so strange. And then you casually say someone's name that you hanging out with, and I'm like, who is this person?
I know. What do I do? I don't know.
Who's this? What's this life?
Well, then this goes to, all right, we're going to stop talking about all this because people are like, I don't know what y'all talking about at this point, but human design, somebody told us to do the human design.
We have to do the human design.
And ours is very contrasting as well. So my human design has a hermit and an is a optimist.
I'm a projector.
So there's a part of me that like is very internal, and then there's a part that's out that made sense to me finally. It was like, yeah, it's my trauma, but also it's my way of being. I don't know, trauma.
This is interesting. I encourage people to do this. I'm thinking about it with all my relationships, from my sister to my mom to my dad to Blue.
Not Blue.
Look at Blue back there. I know Blue. I don't trust her. I can't rely on her for shit. I'm committed as fuck, and she be touching me sometimes. We off the charts over here. Look at her. Here she comes. She went. Oh, she ain't even come over here. Can't trust her. Forget it.
Anyhow,
interesting. I don't know what this had to do with Serena being a virgin. Oh, because she's waiting out for this? Whatever.
She said, I got the don't trust for lying. You got to commit before you get this punani. Maybe there's a science to it, y'all.
I don't think there is, Shanti. I really don't. I think Serena probably anyway. Listen, Serena could put all the attention in the world for her shit to work the way she wants it to work.
Did Molly have sex yet?
Who?
Remember Molly, the actress who played Molly, wasn't having sex?
Girl. Who knows? Probably.
Anyhow.
I wonder if this was helpful. Let us know.
Sorry if it wasn't.
We're not sorry. You're welcome. Not everything's for everybody.
All right, Chadena.
We gotta learn how to end these episodes. All right.
Thank you for listening. And please stay tuned for next week's episode.
Bye. Why you don't let me know you, yo? Why you hurting me like this?
I was sitting there today. I was really sitting there today. And there's a hiding there. It has to do with hiding. Yep.
Do you think you're too much? What do you think?
I do think I'm very much out of practice. I don't know how to be in relationship because the relationships, let's think about my theme of my relationships.
It's this what I see is you know how to be in someone's life, but you don't invite them into yours, into your world. What is your world? I don't know what your world is outside of Around the Way Curls and Sable, but like your for real world. Like I feel like I probably wouldn't even know your mom like that if we weren't so young and I needed a place to sleep when we was out late. You know, like, and I feel like that's probably stemmed from your upbringing and the fact that you thought it was weird. So you went out and hung out with the folks. And then your world, your home was like this strange thing that you were like, nobody can come in here because they're not going to understand it anyway.
Kind of.
Because that's what you say.
My girlfriends were over all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you were young. When you got older, were they?
No.
And did they interact with your family when they were older?
No. Like, what am I literally like.
Who are your friends? What do you do? Why can we not meet your friends?
What are y'all talking about? You met what friends? Like, what are you talking about? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
You went and did mushrooms in the woods with somebody. You met her. I did.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, why don't we like? I don't know. You know who's fan? Like I feel like I'm in Amanda's world. I feel like I'm in Jasmine's world. I know they family. For real. You know, like we might spend holidays together sometimes. I'm trying to, even with Joe, it feels like this. Joe is here. If she's with me, then cool. But like, I'm trying to be like, yo, Joe, come here. I'm your aunt.
You mean the way she acts?
Even yeah. And with you sometimes where it's like, why wouldn't you assume that, I don't know. I don't have, Joe's birthday. How could we not have celebrated her birthday together? As close as we are. And then I start to question, like, are we close? Should I even be assuming that? It's like her 13th birthday. Like, she's a teenager. Wow, what the fuck? But, like, it blew my mind of, like, it wasn't even a thought in your mind to include us or that we would want to be included.
I think there's something in being so heavily self-reliant as well, and the type of parents that I have. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, my mom's birthdays were never like a thing. There's a lot of anxiety that comes up for birthdays because of, I don't know. I do not know. But I think it's because I have been so, especially with Sable as well, I feel so sequestered in a way. And I don't know. Keep asking the questions though. I'm thinking about it my damn self. So hopefully I have some answers for you. But there is a hiding, and then there is a, what else I say? What was the other question? But I have to answer those questions. I have to really sit down and answer those questions and start unraveling that. But I know it to be true. I don't deny it. At all. The distance.
And it's weird because, yeah, I don't know how to describe it either. I don't think either one of us has the language, because it's not like when we're not together. Again, when we're together, you're present. As long as we're having like a good time, and as long as, if we are doing one of those round tables where we're all going around the table and giving each other our updates, and you are saying, I'm good, Sable's good, Joe's good. You might give us a little insight into what motherhood, what you're managing there and juggling, but not how you are.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And to still somehow feel close to you. But there are moments when I'm like, are we?
Mm-hmm. No, there has to be a level of distance there. Has to be. Yes and no.
I don't know.
Sorry about that.
No, it's not anything to apologize. I'm sitting here thinking about like that trust thing, how I just be like, blah, everybody, blah. I think maybe because because I didn't come up where people were like checking in on like, how are you feeling? What's good? Either at all. But I think I just wanted to be acknowledged so badly that now I'm just like, well, this is a surefire way. If I give you everything, how could you ignore it?
Mm-hmm.
And if I trust you, then maybe you'll trust me and we'll commit. But I don't fucking know. We both gotta go to therapy. We can't be having these podcasts and be not knowing.
That's what everybody doing, child.
I think I have lipstick on my nose. Is it?
Mm-hmm. That's all the rage, girl.
I've had to pee for an hour, but I've held it.
I love this sweater, this crew neck. Crew necks look good. You crazy.
That, I don't know. I bought it, and I only bought it because I like
it's so cute.
The mess. Ain't that cute? Coco, not Chanel butter. Mm-hmm. And I got it from the gay store. Stuzzo. It's a LGBTQIA like store where it's like it's play on stud. So it's a lot of like androgynous. You know who modeled this shirt? What's her name? Lena Waithe. Mm-hmm. And I said I want it. It's
very cute.
We should have come up with it. Damn. It's soft too. I was like, we gotta get this for the merch.
What the tag say?
I don't know what it say. This joint is nice.
Oh, don't.
Oh, it say Stuzzo because they
got money.
They're professional. They say you never gonna know what shirt this is. We made it.
What necklace are you wearing? Oh, you're done.
I lost my my African pendant. It just makes me. What's the name of that country? No, I bought Tina one. Tina is the girl that I buy stuff for. That's who I give stuff to. For real. What's the name of that business that made them though? Because I want another one. Do you remember? I follow him on Instagram, but I follow too many accounts now and I can't find it.
Out. I find out. I gotta ask her to give me some more shit.
Oh God. I just got an email from work.
Heritage.
That's it. Thank you. All right, well. You coming up with next week or not? I think
Am I coming up there next week?
No, coming up with maybe I could find something here. I got a new book to start and stop. I think every week I should just try to read on the podcast and see what happens. Because
what you about to eat?
Eat?
What's that?
I don't eat this late, girl. I gotta go to bed a little bit hungry every night. Cry myself to sleep. Also, can we talk about that Michael Jackson?
You crazy. I didn't get to really sit through all of those.
Watch it right now. Watch the Michael Jackson.
I saw that one before.
Oh, he saw that up. What video is that?
I don't know.
No, the original. I said Mike. My
sister
crazy. Said this book is so good. Your triggers are the guide to your freedom. Fuck.
Shut up.
Yo, all right. This white woman. I was hip. This is Brianna look like Brianna West. Transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery. Don't play with me. And somebody read, I read her little Instagram thing on an episode once. And it read me. I'm excited to read this. Building a new future. Meeting your highest potential future self, child. Learning to validate your feelings. Adopting your own principles.
She doing too much.
She about to upset me. Controlling your emotions versus suppressing them. You need that one. Building emotional intelligence. This will be good. This is content. I know this is going to help somebody. This is you. Your internal guidance systems whisper until they scream. Listen to your body. That's all you ever say, child. Chronic fear, regret, jealousy, resentment, sadness, embarrassment, guilt. How to interpret.
Why is she saying that?
That's all. I'm reading it backwards, but that's all under how to interpret negative emotions. Fear of failing. How to stop downplaying. Judging others. There's my fucking chapter. Disorganization, perfectionism. Oh, she about to uprooting.
She's doing too much.
She has all that, and then she has how to resolve this right after.
Oh, well, that's good.
Come on, practical.
Come on, make it all right. Tell me what to do.
She doesn't have an index. I really like an index or a table of contents.
Let me see that. Let me put that and say, what's it called?
It's a white woman.
It's okay. I love the ladies.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as self-sabotage. Well, that's interesting. This is what it's called. Tina said it's excellent. And I looked up the reviews, and the people are like...
The mountain is you.
This book is about self-sabotage, why we do it, when we do it, and how to stop doing it for good. Coexisting but conflicting needs create self-sabotaging behaviors. This is why we resist efforts to change until they feel completely futile. But by extracting crucial insight from our most damaging habits, building emotional intelligence by better understanding our brains and bodies, releasing past experiences at a cellular level, and learning to act as our highest potential future selves, we step out of our own way and into our potential. For centuries, the mountain has been used as a metaphor for the big challenges we face. Oh, I get it. Especially ones that seem impossible to overcome. Mm-hmm. To scale our mountains, we actually have to do the deep internal work of excavating trauma, building resilience and adjusting how we show up for the climb. In the end, it is not the mountain we master, but ourselves.
Take a picture of that. Let me see it.
All right, Sheila. 12 o'clock. I still got to take my bath and watch The Walkers. I'm actually not being productive because of this fucking show. That's why I watch TV.
I can't wait for Breaking Bad, though, girl.
I saw the first episode and was like, what?
That's it. Oh,
I'm gonna watch
my
that.
God. You're going to love
I'm not ready for that because I already know that, like, I'm not into The Walking Dead where I want to research it or know who wrote the episode or who directed it or I don't know any of the actors' name. I really don't know the characters' names, if I'm being honest. I couldn't tell you none of them names besides Carl because they always calling his damn name. Carl. But I can't tell you the wife's name.
Rick.
I can't.
Rick and Carl.
The wife's name is
the
not
dad's
Rick,
name was
it?
Rick.
The dad. See,
Glenn.
I don't know the doctors. Who
you
is
know
Glenn?
He's the Asian.
Nope, I know the Asian. I don't know these people. I don't care about them that much.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, I do. I'm like, damn, don't die. But I don't care about them enough to like. I knew Jon Snow. Okay, I know their names still. I researched the world. I had the map of Westeros up while the show was on. I was in it.
It's just different.
In it.
It's just different. You can't compare it to Game of Thrones.
I want to fall in love with the show like that. And so when I don't, it's like...
It's different. It's once in a lifetime. Although, Breaking Bad...
People are saying that maybe Breaking Bad could be that for me. I don't know.
Who else said that?
Or like The Wire. I know every character's name, and not the Asian boy. Never. You know, ever.
That's a shame because I love me some Glenn.
I would let him pop. I would. I was looking at him like, I don't know you. See? I'm out of alignment. Don't know you, but you sweet. I trust you. See,
I trust you with my life a little bit.
I don't know you, but here I am. There it all is. All right, well.
I need to find a therapist.
Same. I gotta afford a therapist. I have to get cards for Mandy and Crystal. I just got overwhelmed.
I gotta find some rich friends. They need anybody?
Not a rich friend. She does not like that.
No, the
shit like, girl, God don't give you no more than you can handle.
I would never.
That's what I'm saying. It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable.
Cause that ain't how she is. Now.
She is like that with now. She was the first person to chastise me about not saying that your Le Creuset was too expensive. She got on my ass about that. Just so you know. She said, that ain't too much. We could all put the money in and I'll pay half. Cheap ass. So she said to me,
she put a lot towards your birthday party too.
I know she did. I was stressed. I was counting the money like, how much was the over bar? I was stressed out.
I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. She's not going to put the money in your hands, but she's going to show you she cares. She threw, remember the graduation party she threw for college for me? Mm-hmm. She was all hype.
You got the most out of everybody. You deserve it though. But you done got the most. What Amanda get? Amanda ain't get nothing.
Amanda got, dude, we don't need to say on here.
She got something?
Girl, she housed her. You don't remember that? When everything went down, she said, you could go stay there. Go stay there. Just go live there. I'm on the road. Go live there. You don't have to worry about nothing. Everything's paid for. Girl, she done looked out. It's your turn. I asked for more than Le Creuset. Be like, girl. She don't know you though. You gotta open up.
She don't open up either. So that's why we both be like, oh.
Yeah, she does though. If you open up, she will.
Never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen for either one of y'all. Y'all are so similar. It's disgusting. I had to force myself on her too. That's a shame. She finally just caved. I think it was because the way her family took to me. She was like, she's not gonna go nowhere. She caved. Amanda let me in.
I feel like I let Amanda in.
I know. I feel like you let Amanda in more than me. Amanda says you're secretive. But she said sometimes I don't know, like I think it's because we both have kids and we went through so much together when we were having our kids that like we can just connect. And I'd be like, good for you.
We didn't want to go through that, girlfriend.
No, I didn't want to go through it at all. All right. Well,
I'll answer those questions.
I have to be. Oh my God, this is recording.